Right, thanks very much for giving us that perspective, Bhupin. To debate more on that issue, we are now joined by someone from corporate India. Mr. Adi Godrej, President of CI, joins us on the phone line. Mr. Godrej, thank you very much for speaking to us on CNBC TV 18. Can you first run us through your initial first reactions to the changes that have been made?
Well, first of all, it's a major change in the sense that many people's portfolios have been changed. Many new people have been inducted into the Council of Ministers. It's a bigger change than I can remember ever seeing in the middle of ministry's operation. And I think I saw that all the changes were positive. I'm very glad that two young ministers have been given independent charges, Ministers of State, Scindia in Power and Sachin Pilot in Corporate Affairs. I think that's good. I think Salman Khurshid in the External Affairs Ministry will be good. Some of the people I don't know, so I won't be able to comment. But I think generally there's nothing negative and quite a few positives in the changes announced.
Right, so as far as the power sector reforms are concerned, now those are of course on the top of India as far as India Inc.'s concerns are. Now with a young minister coming in to really handle that portfolio, do you expect that the reforms will move faster?
I expect the ministry will be activated, it will move, but even for the last month or so, a little more than a month, 2 months I think, under Moily, the ministry did take some good actions, and I expect the reforms in the power sector will go forward well. I think it's already begun, and I think Mr. Scindia will be able to carry it forward well.
Right, so also as far as the expectations that the new companies bill will get pushed through in the winter session of Parliament. Now another young face has come in, that's Sachin Pilot, of course, he's taking charge as the Corporate Affairs Minister. What do you think will be the fate really of the companies bill now?
Well, I think a lot will depend on how well Parliament functions, which has really nothing much to do with the companies bill itself, but the relationship between the government and the opposition. And with Kamal Nath now being put in charge of parliamentary affairs, I think things might work out better. And if we see a normal parliamentary session, I think this bill could probably be passed in the winter session. But if the same practices continue as in the last couple of parliamentary sessions, then of course almost no work gets done.
Right, Mr. Godrej, you know the Prime Minister has gone on record to say that he does not expect early elections. Do you think perhaps this is the sign of a more confident government today which is ready to push through with reforms than earlier?
Yes, I think the government will push forward with more reforms. I also personally don't expect elections to be held much earlier than due in 2014. But of course, in politics, you cannot tell what will happen. And like with any government, elections could be held earlier, but not likely.
Right, so a quick last word before we let you go. You know, the Prime Minister has also said he's disappointed that Rahul Gandhi has not joined the government. He's instead choosing to focus on the party. There was speculation that Rahul Gandhi could be getting a much bigger role to play in the Congress party. Were you disappointed in some sense that Rahul has not joined the government? And, you know, what is your take on this move?
I wouldn't say I was disappointed. I think it was expected. So I was a little surprised that he hasn't joined the government. Maybe they will have him play a bigger role in the Congress party, but that would only be a name. I think he already plays a major role in the Congress party. So even if he does play a bigger formal role, I don't think it will change things in practical terms very much.
Thank you so much for speaking with Mr. Godrej. That is, of course, an expert from corporate India speaking to us on the changes which have happened as far as the cabinet reshuffle is concerned. It's time for a quick break, but on the other side, we'll get your reactions from all the new ministers. Stay tuned.